We're not black bears! Why is yours a black cub? Did you find another male?
He is your cub! You dare ask me?
I am so furious!
This defies nature. Dad spun Mom like a top for 3 days, then used a seal as a ball for a week. He thought I was invasive.
You stole a bear from Siberia!
In a rage, he left home, swam to Siberia to fight those black bears. I thought Dad's revenge trip across the Arctic would take half a year. Who knew? Just as I relied on Mom's love to grow, a white mountain rose on the ice, stomping back without a care. Oh boy, my crazy dad had doubled back. It was spring, life returned for an adult male polar bear. Only 2 things matter then: eating and mating. To make a female enter estrus again, they often kill her cubs.
This damn black coal made me the village joke. Time to send you to the afterlife.
Dad's thick legs slipped on the ice, then caught hard. Snow flew up. Red-eyed, he charged at me. I thought my Arctic trip was over. But at the last moment, my mom moved. She let out a hiss. Her huge body twisted midair, shielding me in her arms. A dull, heavy crash. Mom groaned in pain. Like a giant curling stone hit hard, slid over 10 meters on the ice, carving a deep snow trench. Even so, she arched, keeping me in her belly fur, on a nearby ice ridge. Arctic foxes peeked out. The lead fox licked his paw. His narrow eyes gleamed with glee. I saw that jerk's mockery.
Brothers, that charcoal freak is dead for sure. Peacetime!
Mom struggled to her feet. Her legs trembled in pain. She snarled fiercely at Dad.
You bastard! Just try to touch him! Even if he is a kobold, he is my son!
If you want to kill him,
you'll have to go through me first! Don't hurt my mom! Come back! Come back! Dad!
Skidded in a shameful face plant. But fate wasn't done with this freak yet. I slid into a low ice pit. A stench hit my nose. What is this? I plunged into fermented seal blubber. Just as I nearly puked, a light bulb went off. I know, I've got it. I fought my churning stomach, rolled in the reeking fat. Dad was about to charge Mom again. He sniffed suddenly. His walnut-sized brain got a new signal. A strong seal delivery was moving. He turned his huge head. He saw me. Don't panic. One last trick. I stopped rolling, grabbed a wad of fat.
my stubby paws moving frantically. Quick and dirty.
I made a super stink bomb. Take this. Thanks to my human muscle memory. I stood upright, raised the snowball high, aimed at the fox leader. I twisted and threw, hit him square on the nose. The fox leader saw stars. He bolted down the ice cliff. The feint worked perfectly. Dad was about to charge again, but that strong seal scent. He slammed on the brakes. His paws scraped the ice, leaving deep tracks. He froze like he was paused. His huge nose twitched. His eyes lit up. He grinned. Drool poured out. Hunger beat mating drive. Thoughts of a mate vanished. This aged smoky meat. Aroma is top-notch. Century-old seal delicacy. I am gonna feast.
I'll deal with you later. Dad spun around fast, charged after the poor fox. We survived. Son, are you okay?
Mom, I am fine.
How did you get so stinky?
Love. Flaming Great, far from my bed bear.
Okay, Mom, hold on tight.
Once we're in the blizzard.
We'll be safe.
Oh yeah,
She's wheezing like a bellows.
Safe for now. Since giving birth, it has been months. No solid food. And she just took that hit for me. Even an iron bear would be spent. I am shaken up too. My stomach screams as I sit. Hold on. We both have to hold on. Mom's tired eyes flickered with pain.
She dragged herself to frozen ground.
Her front paws became a digger. Ice chips and dirt flew everywhere. Found it. Something to fill our bellies. Mom's eyes lit up.
Her massive body trembled from hunger and exhaustion.
But she's still dead. Something that broke my heart. Eat up, my good son. You need strength to keep running.
Good feet. Give us no time to rest. Just swallowed the last bite.
Oh no, he has tracked the scent back. Brought us less than half an hour, deceived and in mating rage. Dad's lost it. Eyes bloodshot, eyes wide as bells. It is over. He is truly furious now.
Ice cliff.
Base, a narrow rock crack. Mom shoved me deep into the crevice. Then she turned, blocking the entrance with her back. Dad closed in on the cliff, baring his sharp fangs, roaring deafeningly. If he charges, Mom will be smashed to pieces. We have to climb up. Can't let him catch us.
Better to fall than die in his jaws. Hold tight. You must hold tight. I looked up at the teetering ice sheet. My eyes lit up.
If I break that small wedge of ice, tons of ice, we'll lose balance. My dear old dad. Sorry about this.
Let me show you knowledge. Change his feet. I dug frantically with my black paws. Ice chips flying.
Adrenaline surging! Just as Dad was about to swing, a paw at Mom's back. I used all my strength. My head rammed the loosened wedge of ice hard. Once the pivot breaks, it is all over.
Dad paused at the strange sound. He looked up blankly at the ice above.
Tons of ice and snow crashed down, like the sky crashing down the cliff, onto my dad's head, burying the giant alive. Only his twitching butt stuck out. The crisis was over. The ice changed the terrain and carved a deeper passage. The avalanche opened a way out. Mom's eyes lit up. She kissed me and dove into the dark crevice. The crevice was like a gut to the earth's core. Dark and narrow, outrageously rugged. I don't know how long we crawled. Stale sea salt. Smell hit us. I poked out my black head and gasped. Holy moly.
This is magnificent. It was a prehistoric sperm whale.
Thick ribs formed a natural bone cage. Mom, my pure survival instinct led me into the densest part of the rib cage. But just as we caught our breath, from the entrance came the roar of boulders and ice forced apart. Come out. Come out. Stop hiding. I'll tear you apart. My dad's true horror, with a cracking sound. A fossil rib thicker than my thigh was snapped by my dad. He was like a soulless hydraulic shear, with monstrous strength, snapping the whale ribs, one by one. Hide. Go on. Keep hiding.
Let's see how long this pile of bones can protect you too. My living space, shrinking inch by inch. Get out of my way!
Hand over the cub.
Never! I won't back down!
Yeah, I'm a delight. Mom, and spin around. Where's your broad back?
Firmly against the entrance formed by the last few ribs. My dad's huge head squeezed close, hundreds of kilos of force pressed against Mom's back through the cold bone. Each push made her shudder violently. Thick, white mist poured from his jaws, but she clenched her teeth, her limbs rooted, gripping the entrance. I couldn't type not a millimeter of give. Where's the weak point? I scan the whale skeleton. Physics tells me the spine's the hardest part, especially the neural canal. But with 2 sharp cracks, the last 2 ribs snapped. The defense before Mom collapsed. His huge body slammed the rock wall. We can't hold it. Dad's huge head squeezed into this tight space. In the dark, his bloodshot eyes locked on me, cowering. Then I'll bet everything. He opened his jaws and lunged at me. You bastard.
Go to hell with your real dad.
At that moment, time stretched endlessly.
As the fangs closed, I didn't shrink back!
I ducked down sharp. Using my small size, I slipped in the spine. Where is my big black hole, son? Good thing I am quick, or I'd be bare meat by now.
Where'd he go? Come out now!
Don't think a hole can hide you. As if you could.
Only my size fits in here! Dad's killing! Bite! Miss completely!
He bit solidly into the fossil spine.
Then half a fang flew out, sparking on rock. You just wait. When I drag you out, I'll tear you to pieces.
Okay, what now, my God? You bit too hard yourself. The tyrant came down, clutched his mouth, reeling back!
Damn, this cursed hole. I slid down the whalebone column, into the skeleton's depths. With a dull thud, I fell in an ice pit. From geothermal heat in summer. A melt pond, freezing water rushed in. I froze. I seize up in this icy water. Heat drains fast. In minutes, I'll lose all feeling. But I can't worry. Get out here now. Above me.
That raging white death. I
clenched my jaw. Stopped breathing. Please don't find me. He must not find me.
The Arctic chill masked my heat.
The ice water's an insulating shield. Blocking that strong stench of rotting seal on me. Why can't I smell him at all? Did he fall in and drown?
No way. If he drowned, his body would float up. I could faintly hear him underwater.
Right above that hole. He sniffed madly, snuffling loudly. The noise stopped. I couldn't see, but I could imagine that giant beast's baffled look in his simple mind. A baffling oddity. A black thing reeking of seal broke his teeth. A black thing reeking of seal broke his teeth had simply vanished into thin air. This is too strange.
Could that black runt really not be mine? Is he a freak? How else vanish? You are the freak. It is called smarts. He tried with his paw.
Swiping the hole. Finding nothing.
The tyrant sank in frustration. He growled low. When it was quiet above, I poked my nose out, breathing cold, free air. The crisis was over. But a real problem loomed. How to survive. Mom was knocked down, her fate unknown. And if I climb up empty-handed?
Climbing up empty-handed, I'll be torn to shreds soon enough. A faint light seeps through the ice above. My eyes lock on the huge bone wall.
The sperm whale's deepest marrow. Even a grown polar bear or a bigger seal can't squeeze in. There must be food here. Sperm whale marrow is a real treasure.
After eons, it is fossilized blubber. We're saved if I find this. Mom and I are saved. I crawl out shivering, stiff limbs and all. I grope in those ancient crevices.
My past life knowledge keeps me clear, headed here. In a hidden spine hollow, my front paw touches a strange big chunk. It is not hard rock, nor ice. It feels greasy. My heart leaps. Found it. This is it. Great. Such a big piece, enough to feed us for days.
Now I have a bargaining chip. Watch me tame that old tyrant. I scramble up with all my strength and pry a chunk from the bone gap.
Blubber half a stump big. So heavy, but worth it. It smells a bit off, but packed with calories.
Dad must be starving now. He'll light up seeing this. I sniff it close, muttering low. It reeks of old stale scent.
But inside, it is rich with fat.
For any beast, it is an irresistible lure. I push the blubber with my head, climbing back the hard way, peeking out.
I see the scene outside. The tyrant hasn't left, but he is not rampaging like a collapsed snow mound sprawled out near the passage. As I thought, he is exhausted. The long chase and his wild rampage
have drained his strength. I am beat. I am beat. Where'd that black runt go?
Broken tooth, wounded pride, nothing to show. Months of relentless chase, plus that insane ramming.
And the agony of a snapped tooth drained his last reserves. Completely spent, his thick legs shook. His chest heaved. He couldn't even lift his head. In a corner nearby, Mom lay there, weak. Her chest still rose, but she was utterly spent. I thought, on this desolate ice, strength is the only law.
But even the fiercest predator, too weak to stand, can be tamed by food. I gritted my teeth and pushed the huge blubber
inch by inch under his nose. The beast, eyes half closed, opened them wide. His nostrils flared, his pupils dilated. A predator's craving for life, seeing food, a raw physical hunger. He lifted his heavy eyelids, looked at the blubber, then at me behind it. You black runt, still alive.
Yeah, I am alive. You gave this to me.
Why?
Because I don't want to die. Or let my mom die.
I thought to myself, rather than fight a mad beast.
Give him an offer. He can't refuse. To eat and live. Ditch that pointless mating urge. I saw the struggle in his eyes. But hunger soon crushed his doubts. What do you want?
Simple. You protect me, Mom. I'll find you food.
I can find food you can't, like this. I can find lots more, if you behave, of course.
Behave. I am the king of... Listen, I am the Ice King.
Even the king of the ice has to eat, right?
Eat this black freak in front of me.
It is tough and gets stuck in my teeth.
At most, it is just one meal.
He stuck out his rough tongue and took the blubber, chewing loudly. Tasty. So do you accept my terms? Fine, I accept.
Just feed me.
I'll protect you and your mother.
His hunger cramped muscles finally eased after eating.
The tyrant who just wanted me dead, now turned with difficulty, turned his broad back to us. His huge head faced the cave exit. Like a dutiful guard, he lay down. Don't worry, with me here. No one's getting in. That is more like it.
Son, are you okay? Mom, I am fine.
Don't worry.
Great. That is just great. That posture sent a clear message.
From now on, no one touches his food source.
I sighed long. I collapsed on the ice. Every bone ached. I thought to myself, in this life or death game with scavenged old blubber, I tamed the fiercest predator. He became our free labor. Finally safe, but only for now. We need to leave soon. Let's sleep a bit more.
So tired. I slept for ages. A slight noise woke me. Mom woke up.
She struggled up from the cold rock. Her dull eyes scanned the darkness warily. Her gaze passed me, landed on the huge back, blocking the cave entrance. Her muscles tensed. A low growl rumbled. I rushed to her, nuzzled her, to calm her, to soothe her. Mom, don't be angry. It is okay, to prove it was safe. In front of her, I dug out another small chunk. A fuss, more blubber. Rolled it to the cave. Heard a sound. The tyrant at the door turned. Those once murderous eyes. No killing intent now. Just an eager, fawning look. More food. Yeah, for you. Great, thanks. What? What is going on?
I made a deal with him.
He protects us. I find him food.
Carefully.
He licked the ancient fat, chewed it noisily.
Licked his lips, wanting more. Then turned back to guard the door. Mom froze, a flicker of shock. She wondered, how could this giant be so tame, yet this mighty tyrant so easily pacified? Unbelievable. He listens to you. Because he needs me now, out on this ice.
Food is the only truth.
My son is so clever. I thought Mom would stay wary till we could escape.
I misjudged her. Once she saw.
That giant turned guard who only cared for food. Mom's eyes changed. The hunted look vanished, replaced by a shrewd glint. That fossilized whale blubber is just a quick fix. It won't last long.
We need fresh food.
Son, we need fresh meat. I want that too.
It is too dangerous out there.
With him here, what is to fear? You mean?
Exactly. Make him hunt. Mom stood up.
Shook the ice from her fur.
Ignored the huge body at the door.
Walked straight out.
The giant just lifted an eye at her. Where are you going to hunt? Well, be careful. That old fool still puts on airs.
Old fool's showing off.
Just you wait. He'll be busy soon.
Then shut my eyes again. In his logic.
If I stay.
His meal ticket stays. I peered over the rock edge. Under the midnight sun. Mom hadn't gone far. She crept along the ice edge toward a huge ice floe. There, a lone young walrus lay. Even a young one is huge. It's thick, rough hide, hard for claws to tear, and those tusks are deadly. Normally, my weak mom wouldn't risk such prey. But today was different. Mom leaped from an ice ridge, smashing a big ice sheet. A huge noise. The walrus, startled, reared up, angry. Tusks bared, roaring, "Who dares wake me? It is me. Catch me if you can."
This. Reckless white bear.
I'll tear you apart. Then, she did something amazing. She cried out.
Turned and fled. Help, help. Whoa. What an act.
She deserves an Oscar.
You won't get away.
Its huge body writhed on the ice, tusks flailing.
It chased Mom furiously. Here it comes. The show begins.
Huh? What is that noise?
Why is it so loud?
Dad, trouble. Mom's chased by a walrus. Look.
Mom, 那that 爹，不好了，我妈被海
To
兽
the
追杀
crevice.
了。
My dozing dad woke up from the noise. He groggily opened his eyes, grunting. What is all that racket outside? He saw at once.
His mate chased by a walrus.
Dad growled with power. Stay back. My family.
Huh? Another white bear? What? Who dares touch my kin and my meal ticket? You reckless walrus! You are dead! Take this! Oh no! Go, honey! Dad, kill him!
He didn't hesitate. 加油！加油！
He charged the huge walrus. Two flesh mountains clashed. Pure, brutal force. Crushing. Huh. How is that? Now you know my power.
You wait. I won't let you get away. Take another hit! The walrus wailed in pain. It tried to gore back.
The walrus roared in agony, but the giant gave no chance. He lunged with sheer bulk. Massive force crushed the walrus and the ice. The brittle edge shattered. The doomed walrus and ice shards plunged into a bottomless hole, never to climb out. Thin blood spread on the ice. On a distant slope, the fox I'd hit with a stink snowball was peeking with his gang. Oh my god. Boss, what happened? Did you see that?
The once mighty polar bear king, now a free, hired thug. Seriously? Absolutely true. Just because that black freak gave him some fat. Ridiculous. The world's gone mad. The warrior who shook the ice, went to Asia, failed. Now, a free thug for scraps, just for leftovers. Mom walked to the hole gracefully, tore off the freshest walrus meat.
Son, come eat the tenderest meat. Thanks, Mom. What about me? Wait,
What is my rush? You'll get yours.
Thanks, honey.
And that giant who just saved us.
Panting hard, huffing.
He turned and stared at me.
no greed or rage in his eyes now. Just a condescending, smug pride. Just feed me. And I am the toughest king on the ice.
See, I am awesome, right?
Impressive. Dad, you are the best. Naturally.
Back then, I ruled the ice. No one could beat me. Yeah, you are the best.
Keep bragging. You nearly broke your teeth on me.
The ice fields rules seemed rewritten that day.
After feasting on walrus,
Our family had brief peace. But the ice's dangers weren't just hunger or predators. Also above, that sun that never seems to set. The midnight sun's heat rose faster than I thought. Climate change's bitter fruit was ripening fast in the far north. Is it getting hotter? Yeah, way hotter than last year. The once unbreakable ice sheet.
now like giant glass, smashed by a hammer. Bottomless cracks everywhere.
I lay on the rocks, hearing distant glaciers roar. Like nature's own desperate gasp. For ordinary polar bears, melting ice means losing hunting grounds. But for a black-furred freak like me, it seemed like a strange turning point. Why is the ice so flimsy? Almost fell in. Careful. The ice is too dangerous now.
As more black volcanic rock reefs were exposed.
My once glaring black fur.
Started blending into the surroundings. But the urgent task was to move, I warned myself. The ice here could shatter and break apart at any moment. Hurry, find a more stable glacier to settle on. We must cross this channel to the far glacier.
This channel's too wide and so cold.
Yeah, and there might be orcas in the water.
No choice. We have no other option. Fine. I'll go first then.
The sea was a deep, icy ink blue. Chunks of ice floated on the surface.
As a good worker bear,
After Dad ate his fill, he took on Pathfinder duty. His huge body plunged in first, like an icebreaker. He plowed ahead. Follow me, careful. Got it, you too. Dad, slow down. Don't worry, I am here. It's fine.
Mom followed close.
I clung tightly to Mom's broad back.
My claws dug into her neck fur.
First few hundred meters were fine.
But at the channel center, with no land in sight anywhere, the mood below shifted. Calm water churned with strange currents. Something's wrong. Danger. What is it, son? Mom, something's in the water. What? Where?
Right near us. I sensed.
Mom and Dad leading.
Both tensed up.
Less than 50 meters out.
The water split. 2 meter high, black dorsal fins like giant blades sliced the surface, closing in fast. Orcas. Oh no, 2. What now? We're surrounded.
Don't panic. I'll handle them. Honey, careful.
On land. The polar bear is king.
But in deep sea water.
Facing these highly intelligent,
Smart, team hunting apex predators. Even when Dad, strong as he is, stands almost no chance. Those 2 orcas see us as prey, one on each side. They carve 2 graceful arcs underwater, trying to cut off our retreat to encircle us. Panic spreads across the water. Mom paddles faster desperately. But with me, her movements are unavoidably sluggish. Can't let them close in. My mind races. I quickly calculate. Easy prey. Grab the little one first. Easy catch. Good idea. No.
Can't let them succeed. Orcas use sonar. I need to jam them. Orcas hunt in murky ice water.
Relying heavily on their sonar system. If I can create enough sonic and scent chaos, maybe I can disrupt their rhythm. I glance at what Mom's carrying. That walrus meat we ate on the wave. An idea hits me.
It is covered in ice shards.
Perfect for the job. Mom, give me that walrus meat. Why?
I need it. Quick. I sit up on Mom's back.
Swing my paw.
These stench, so nice chunks. Will you hit the seal?
Not only release strong masking sense, but the impact sounds create chaotic sonic ripples. The 2 orcas charging at us hesitate for a moment. One orca rumbles low, full of confusion. Too much noise. Search faster. They have to dive a bit, trying to reacquire the target.
Good chance. I'll go ashore first.
Then smash ice to kill them. Go, Dad. Honey, be careful.
no, they're getting away. But those few seconds.
Enough on a tide.
His huge paws slammed down on a floe huge as a hill. His bulk surged with spray, clawed up in a frenzy. Before, the selfish tyrant would have fled without a glance. But now, in his brain, the order to guard his meal ticket is etched. He stood on the towering floe, turned, looked down at the sea, at the dark shapes closing in. Dad let out a roar that shook the strait. He didn't dive in to fight. He showed terrifying power. He raised paws that could crush boulders and smash the flow's edge. Those ice pillars, cracking from heat, 100 kilos of force. The flow's edge collapsed. Tons of giant ice, like heavy bombs, with world-shattering force, were shoved into the sea by Dad, crashing down where the 2 orcas swam. Waves shot skyward. Dull booms exploded underwater. This massive physical bombing, even an orca's thick blubber couldn't dare withstand. Way to go, Dad. Awesome, honey.
This polar bear. Hey, let's get out of here.
Can't fight. Can't hide. Let's go. Never come back here.
The 2 overlords chose to retreat. After a roll, they dove into the deep, and the giant ice statue shoved down not only drove off the foe, but in this wide channel, forged a broken, makeshift staircase. Mom's eyes sharpened. She whispered, "Hold tight. Don't let go." Mom seized the chance, leaping across the heaving ice, dodging towering waves. She jumped again and again, and finally, safely with me, climbed onto that stable, giant floe. The 3 of us, soaked, gasped in the biting wind. Dad shook off the water, glanced back at me, then lay down in front of us. Like an unbreachable white fortress, he shielded us once more. It is okay. I am here.
Dad, you are the best. You were great, Dad.
Honey, you work so hard.
It's not hard. For you both. Worth it. We just landed on black volcanic rocks.
Got our footing.
Before we could shake off the icy water.
A thick, hostile, greedy scent came on the bitter wind. Damn other bears. 3 adult males. What do they want?
What else?
Steal mates. Steal food.
Take our turf. No way.
We can't beat them normally. Male polar bears are fierce and solitary.
Territorial. Predators!
They'd never team up.
Clearly, A shared survival crisis forged a fragile, dangerous famine alliance. They fanned out, half-circling, closing in silently. To these desperados, our family of 3 was a godsend supply pack. That female's got no fight left. This odd-colored cub looks tender and juicy, a nice snap.
Plus this one's still breathing. No threat at all. We'll take the female as a mate. Facing 3 charging males. Mom let out a desperate wail. She shielded me tightly.
Her paws scraped the black rock nervously. She knew the odds were hopeless. In the polar wilds, 1 against 3 is almost certain death. Just a last gasp. Boss, quit yapping. Let's go. Come on, who is scared?
And Dad, standing in front, was in terrible shape. From a spring rampage across half the ice.
Just smashing the glacier just now. Fighting orcas drained him, plus the long icy soak. This once invincible polar tyrant was at his absolute limit. His huge body shivered uncontrollably in the wind. Even his stance looked hunched. Heaving, he puffed sweet, bloody mist. Bloody breath. The enemy saw he was spent. The largest rogue bear leader. A taunting growl. He sped up. In his eyes, this once mighty king was just a walking meat locker. But they misjudged his will. 6 months ago, my dad, just a horn dog, facing such odds, would have used his size to flee alone. After the Black Rock reset, he was dead certain. I must protect my meal ticket and mate. My only reason to live.
Just as the 3 rogues charged, he straightened his tired spine.
A roar shook the whole coast. That roar lacked its old piercing power. Honey, what do we do? Don't worry. I am here, even if I die.
I won't let them hurt you.
The lust-driven giant now showed true king's bloodlust. No retreat, no dodging.
Dad charged the 3 rogues like a brakeless, a crazed armored truck. Rammed them head-on. Dull thuds of flesh echoed off black reefs. Dad took it with his chest. The rogue leader's hit. The impact slid him back half a step, but his paws wedged in rock cracks. Then he swung his right paw, Ice Smasher. With a hissing shear, slammed a flanking rogue's shoulder. The rogue grunted in pain, staggered from it, nearly fell in, but 2 fists fail, much less 3 starved giants. The 3rd rogue lunged in. His weight hit Dad's flank. Mom rushed to help, but Dad's growl stopped her. Stay back, it is dangerous. But, honey, I am fine.
I can handle this! Protect our son!
I can handle this! Protect our son, Dad!
His strength drains fast.
Each swipe, slower than the last. Bruises bloom, raw and ugly. The rogues are hurt too. But they outnumber us. They rotate fighters. I hide behind Mom. I watch Dad's heaving chest. His hind legs tremble from strain. A fierce dread grips my heart. This can't go on. In minutes, when Dad finally collapses.
We all die. I scan the terrain around us. The warming climate has thinned the snow to a bare crust.
Vast black volcanic rock bakes in the sun. A maze of dark stone spires. Not far off, a sheer 40-foot drop. A cliff with jagged ice. A risky plan takes shape in my mind. Yes, there is a cliff. My black fur hides me.
I'll lure them to the edge. Then, set a trap and push them off. Let's do it. I gulp. The icy polar wind. No more cheerleading.
While Mom growls at the front, I hug the rough ground, like thick ink, and slip out of her guard. I dive into the black stone forest. My fur matches the rock perfect. They don't see me. Faster, faster.
Dad can't hold much longer. Son, where are you? My son is gone. Only now.
Do it, Chris! Put the men on the
Come on!
Melts into the deep shadows. Even the keenest hunter can't pick out my shape. In these blind spots, I circle to the cliff's edge. A deadly spot, a 40-foot drop. To sharp reefs below, right at the edge. A smooth, sloping slab. I scoop meltwater, splash it on the slab. The wind cuts like a knife. This thin film of water, in seconds, freezes into a near-invisible sheet of black ice. Trap set. Now to lure them in. If I make a sound,
they'll come for sure. Hope this works. Dad, hold on a bit more. Cleared my throat. Let out a defiant, taunting roar.
Not loud, but with the wind's help, it reached the 3 rogue bears' ears, about to strike my dad. The rogue leader froze mid-motion. He turned his scarred head, squinting toward the cliff. In his mind, the black takeout behind the mother left the safe zone alone and in a spot easy to catch. Greed beat reason. He growled low, signaling the 2 to keep pinning Dad. He turned, with heavy steps, lumbering menacingly toward me. You 2 keep an eye on this old bear.
I'll grab the black cub. Got it, boss. Little black bear, you can't escape.
When I catch you.
I'll tear you to pieces. He opened his jaws, thinking past that slab. He could easily
Turn this black morsel into a snack, but as his huge weight stepped on that cliff slab, his massive weight plus the slick black ice made the rogue's paws lose all grip. His bulk lurched hard. He lost balance, flailing at the edge in panic. Now, I burst from the shadows. I lunged off the rock, soaring up in midair, copying Dad's signature move. Twist front shoulder, tighten the core, power to right paw. Here goes, slamming solidly into the rogue leaders. Not fear wouldn't lose. For a polar bear, a nerve-packed nose is its weakest, most sensitive spot. Though my strength was nothing to his, that one brutal hit was the final straw. The sharp pain made him howl weirdly. His lost balance was beyond saving. At the cliff's edge, he traced a clumsy arc, like a tattered white sack, and plunged into the abyss. Seconds later, a dull thud rose from the bottom. Then the howling wind swallowed it. Above the cliff, the other two rogues were stunned by this sudden turn. They couldn't fathom how their arrogant leader had so oddly slipped at the edge. Then a black cub slapped him right into the abyss, and lay Dad, far off, stared with walnut-sized eyes, panting hard. Fixing his gaze on me, in that moment, I could almost hear, inside his simple skull, a brainstorm raging. This black thing, he used the terrain to trap a bear.
to draw off the foe and protect my meat. Wait!
That leap and slap he just did. It is my old signature move from when I ruled the ice. Exactly the same. All the clues in my dad's slow brain
Finally, clicked into place. That is my move. How does he know it?
He must be, even if he is black as charcoal. He is still my cub, if before he protected us, just to keep a meal ticket.
That could pull meat from cracks. No, that deep instinctive blood bond erupted like a volcano. This is definitely my own cub.
Even if he is black as coal, he is still my cub. My dad threw his head back and let out a roar beyond his prime.
A tyrant's rage to protect his cub, a last surge of strength, his eyes bloodshot, with a fury to kill any god or demon in his path, like a refueled heavy war machine. He turned and charged the two stunned bears. Why is he charging us? He is too fierce. Let's go. Seeing a dying giant suddenly go berserk, fully revived, plus the trauma of their leader's bizarre fall. Those two rogues broke down. They had no guts to fight. Tails tucked, they fled deep into the ice field. The crisis was over. Dad slumped like a mountain onto the black rocks. But he didn't shut his eyes. He strained to lift his heavy head with a new look, almost simple and proud. Gazing at me, it is finally over. Dad, are you okay? Honey, how are you?
I am fine. Just a bit tired.
Son, you were amazing. Steven held.
Sweeping the cliff edge clean. Those two rogues never returned.
After that brutal fight, Dad lay on the black reef. Slept 3 whole days. Son, Dad slept 3 days now. Will he be okay? Don't worry, Mom.
He's just worn out. He'll be fine once he wakes up. Mom, I'll go check the shore for food. Mom stayed right by him. I handled the family's food supply.
Luckily, the low tide left. Stranded fish, shrimp, and kelp, just enough to get us through. When Dad could stand again, we retraced the coast and found a spot, a hidden paradise. A deep fjord ringed by black volcanic rock. A decade ago, this fjord would have been covered in thick ice. I scanned the land and thought, for classic polar bears, this is a total disaster. Melting ice means they lose their natural hunting platform. Imagine a 3-meter bear, snow, white giant on pitch black rock, trying to ambush prey. Seals can spot these hungry white reapers, then slide into the sea and escape. Hunting's getting harder and harder. My white fur stands out too much on these black rocks.
Yeah, seals can see us from far away. Yeah, seals see us from far.
No worries. I'll hunt from now on. You? Sure, but this black wasteland for white bears.
Is nature's ultimate throne for me. As my body grew fast, my pure black fur got thicker and glossier. When I lay still on the black basalt, I didn't even need to hide. My whole body blended into the rock's shadow. One noon, on the fjord shallows, lazy ringed seals crawled up. Mom looked for cover to sneak. I nudged her back with my head. I swaggered straight to the beach. In those seals' vision, I was just a slow-moving black rock, till I got 2 meters from them. A chubby seal sensed something wrong. It looked up, puzzled. Too late, though. With strength far beyond my age, I lunged at it. I ended its pain cleanly. The whole hunt was as easy as grabbing meat from my pantry. Mom, who saw this, had eyes full of shock and pride. She looked at me, a soft murmur from her throat. She finally knew. In this age of melting ice, that cub, once seen as a freak, had earned nature's survival pass. And our former icefield king, Dad, is now living out his retirement in peace. That blade one against Street Fight drained his reserves completely. His once mighty back now stoops a bit. His stride no longer oppressive. The tyrant's era has ended in him. Ah, I am old, so old. Now it is your young one's world. Dad, don't say that.
Impressive number. Can't even hunt now. But he felt no loss or sorrow. For this stubborn old bear believed I am a genius hunter.
And his true son, no doubt. He then, with ease, retired, living off my work. Each day, when the sun's warmest, Dad would stroll, proud, to the flattest spot in the fjord. A sun-facing black rock. He'd rub his broad back on it. Find the best spot, then sprawl on his back. A long, contented sigh. Ah, so good. Look how skilled our son is. Of course, he is my son.
Always taking credit.
It is true.
Fine. Your credit.
Peace at last.
No more hiding.
I'll guard this ice.
So good. Our family, always together. The climate keeps changing.
The outside world, starved in chaos.
Mad with infighting and death.
But in our Black Rock fjord, a strange, warm peace holds. At last, a 2-week blizzard drew the curtain. The long, cruel polar night falls again. This wasteland at world's end. Polar night's here. Yes, the hardest time again. Don't fear, our son's here.
He hunts so well.
We won't go hungry. Don't worry.
I am here. I won't let you starve. The sun sank below the horizon, replaced by half a year of dark.
And a biting cold, -40. In past years, this meant the harshest winter trial. It begins, but this year, the fjord's different. Thanks to the warm seasons, unrestrained high-calorie feasting, and a carefree, safe haven, my size exploded. Son, you've grown so fast. Of course, he is my son. Haha, now I can protect you better.
Good son. A tiny black fuzzball.
Now a massive
400-kilo black beast. On the frozen sea, I see my reflection. Jet black fur, fade starlight, a dark sheen, thick pillar limbs, a chilling presence. In this pitch black night, my pure black armor is nature's ultimate cheat code. I am a real full-grown bear now.
In this polar night, I am invincible. Son, you are bigger than me now.
I barely recognize you. Isn't that good? White bears glint faintly in the dark.
I am the shadow, melting into night. Funny thing, those foxes on the ridge, who mocked our life in death fight, ready to feast, have now switched sides. Delier, the fox chief, still has a scar from my rancid snowball. A faint mark. Boss, will follow you from now on.
Ow. Why?
You are amazing. With you, we eat meat.
Yeah. Please, take us in.
No longer cold bystanders. There are early warning system and gossip spies at any disturbance for miles. They yip sharply to alert me. In return, the scraps I leave after each hunt, let them thrive this winter, better than ever before. Fine, you can stay, but keep a sharp watch.
No slacking. Don't worry, boss. We'll never slack off. Mission will be done.
Thanks, boss.
Building around our family. That night, bright northern lights lit the sky. Green and purple ribbons swayed like giant veils in the night sky. On the dark ice, in an eerie, sacred beauty, with beautiful northern lights.
Yeah. So pretty. But it's so great.
I've seen it all my life.
Oh, what do you know? It is so romantic.
Can romance fill your gut? Full and content.
I climb the fjord to the highest black reef.
Gazing at the ice below, under the lights, Dad was shuffling along. On thin new ice, by the bay, with the paw that crushed walrus skulls and swatted countless foes. He was clumsy, almost gingerly, digging a small hole in ice. What is Dad doing? He is digging an ice hole. He wants to fish.
Heave ho, almost done. Mom, I have a snook nearby.
Watching him softly. After a while, oh, got one. He pulled out a tiny cod. Like a kid with a toy. He shook off the icy water and trotted to Mom with the fish, proud as could be. Watching this once, feared ice tyrant, now reduced to a retired bear catching fish for his wife. I grinned in the dark. Your dad's so settled and domestic now.
Black Rock Island was our miracle. I've got nature's gifts.
Always have a hidden price. The warmth that kept us alive was a monster's breath below. I wish these days could last forever, but I feel something bad is coming. Hope I am just overthinking. Peaceful days are too easy. Makes you uneasy.
I came from the sea. That day, I strolled by the shallows.
But the once crystal clear fjord waters had turned murky and yellow. On the surface, a dense layer of white bellies floated. Those were the local calmar fish. They weren't killed by predators. They were boiled alive, or poisoned by the growing stench in the water. Sulfur stench choked me. No external wounds. Scalded to death alive. Toxic fumes.
What happened here? I stepped in. The water was hot. The sea has changed. Mom grew restless first.
She stopped grooming by the spring. She paced the black rocks all day, anxious, her nostrils flare. A primal instinct. Son, something's wrong here. I feel uneasy. I feel it too.
The sea's getting hot. The sulfur smell.
Sulfur. I don't smell it. His overworked lungs. And sulfur. Laced air.
Grew so fragile, his wheezing echoed through the valley. The ease in his eyes was gone. Why is the air so harsh? Honey, are you okay? I am fine, just a little cough.
Dad, we have to leave now. Black Rock Island is becoming a death trap. We must go. Not a moment to lose. I stood on the highest reef, staring at the crater, glowing red. I knew deep down
The heat balance here had collapsed. If we don't leave soon,
we'll either choke on toxic gas or be boiled alive. But the problem is, the sea's churning from the heat, forming toxic broth and waste.
swimming alone, we can't escape this dead sea. Just as our family faced doom, a shape emerged from the mist. Not a boat, not an island, but a massive iceberg. Look, what is that? It is an iceberg.
What a huge iceberg! Iceberg!
Oh, God,
We're saved!
Shut up.
Really?
It is several square kilometers, riding a freak current. Like a slow giant, it rams the fjord mouth. The boiling, murky water blocks our path. Now every creature on the island goes mad. Seals that hadn't escaped scramble onto the iceberg for dear life. The Arctic foxes by the fjord ignore all fear of predators, diving in like drowned rats. Survive. We must survive.
Cold! Cold! Chilling cold! A disaster! Only fight to live! Don't stop! Stop, and you die! That is our only way out. Though we're small!
We must fight the disaster. Boss, let's go. Now or never.
Okay,
Coming. Coming? Layla, follow me, Layla.
Silenced it. Oh, I got back.
At our home, now belching black smoke. Then, at the drifting iceberg, I nudge my dad, barely standing. I go first, leaping into the icy hot sea. Swimming toward that saving white. Mom follows close behind. Behind us, the Black Rock Island that saved us is swallowed by deep red poison fog. Dad, hold on, honey. You can do it.
I am fine. Almost there. Just a bit more.
Almost there.
These few hundred meters are the longest, most oppressive.
Stretch. I've swum in 2 Arctic years. Nearer the deep, the geothermal heat surges fiercer. The sea is no longer just liquid, but a slow simmering broth. Dad's condition is at its worst. He can't shed heat, and he has inhaled too much toxic gas. His strokes grow more erratic. His huge head nearly sinks into the murky waves. I can't. Go on. Leave me. Save yourself. I'll never leave you. Not in this life.
I will leave. Hold on. We'll survive together.
As long as I am here, I won't let you sink. I slowed down. Swim to him with my heavy head.
I push Dad's rump and hind legs. Dad, you must hold on. We're almost at the iceberg.
Our family must stay together. Honey, you can't be hurt. We must survive together. Around us, a quiet scene of escape.
The floating ice jumps. Waves batter them senseless, even as the ice melts fast. They never let go. Ringed seals shoot like arrows toward the giant white arc. They even ignore the bears. They usually fear. Help. I can't hold on. Hang on. We're almost there.
Faster, faster! I don't want to be cooked!
Nature's so cruel.
Staying put means boiling alive.
Nature's cruelty!
Shows no favor.
In this disastrous furnace, the Ice King's just an ant. When my paw touched the giant iceberg, the hard blue ice, I used my last strength. My black claws dug deep in. With a surge, I hauled onto the flat iceberg. The biting wind hit me instantly. A cold that could kill now felt like a perfect painkiller. My nerves, swollen from heat, snapped awake. I turned, and with Mom, dragged and pulled Dad nearly out onto the ice. Dad's huge body crashed down. He lay on his back, too weak to roll over. Foam and seawater spilled out. Finally up. Honey, are you okay? I am fine. Just tired.
Good. Rest will help. His chest heaved.
Don't be scared. We're safe for now.
Hope this place shelters us. Something's wrong. In the dark. This ark isn't safe.
It is too quiet.
The real danger hides in this iceberg. Oh no, other bears here, and they look starved. Son, what is wrong? Dad, be careful. There are other bears on this iceberg.
Seals think. I gasp. Weak and spent. No defense. But deeper in snow. Pale, ghostly shapes. drift slowly. 7, 8. From melting seas, drifting, starving bears. Each one skin and bones, spines sharp under their fur. On this frozen isle, nature has trapped starving top hunters with their favorite prey. But hunger shifts things. Hunting nimble seals takes strength. For these spent, drifting bears, another meal tempts more, easier to get. Those who just crawled ashore, too weak to stand. They're kind. They're after my dad. Number, I won't let them hurt him.
Son! They're coming!
Don't be scared. I am here.
Son, Paw, that greedy stench for my parents.
It grows thicker. 3 biggest drifters have lowered down. Silent Paw's creep, closing from 3 sides. I can't fall. I must shield him.
My legs give out. Can't hold her weight.
Only a hoarse, useless growl. Where can you run?
Just let us eat you. It'll hurt less that way. Stay back. Touch my parents!
I force heavy steps.
Crunching over the groaning ice.
I walked toward the 3 rogue bears.
I stopped 10 meters away. I stopped. I took a deep breath and stood up tall. I stared coldly ahead. Those 3 starving rogue bears stopped in their tracks. In their eyes, this pure black monster was bigger than they were. In their prime, with full muscles, no sign of weakness. Risking their lives for a bite was a bad deal. The leftmost bear chose first. It lowered its head, let out a low whimper, then turned around and trudged back into the blizzard. After a standoff, the other 2 retreated to the far side. I dropped to all 4s and returned to my parents. I lay down like a huge black rock. It is okay. They're gone. Thank you, son.
Good son. Make sure. Mom, Dad.
You two rest. I'll keep watch.
You've worked hard, son. Mama. The iceberg drifted with the current.
I lay on the highest ice ridge.
The wind no longer smelled like rotten eggs and scorching heat. It was the deep winter cold. I looked back one last time at Black Rock Island, our home. Nature destroys an ecosystem. Often in silence, under the faint northern lights, I saw deep within the island a chilling dark red glow. The lava had broken through the crust. Like a giant glowing spider web, it spread over the black basalt. It slowly flowed over Dad's favorite warm reef, past Mom's grooming hot spring, erasing all traces of our life there, consuming then rising as acrid white smoke. Goodbye, Black Rock Island. Thank you for giving us a home. What are you looking at, son? Nothing, Mom.
Our home is gone. The iceberg arc
Drifted into the vast Arctic Ocean.
The sea wind grew sharper, mixed with heavy snowflakes, drifting down onto this floating ice island. I looked down at the creatures on the iceberg. The Arctic foxes who fled with us, curled up deep in ice cracks and snow pits. Everyone squeezed in tight. It is warmer this way. Got it, boss.
Ah! I hope the snow stops soon! Don't worry! The boss is here!
Boss is here. I'll be fine. These little guys are smart. The iceberg's edge. Seals rest in 2s and 3s.
Still on guard, though. But they haven't gone in. They know by instinct. On this small floe, the huge black bear, its terrifying aura, is their shield against other white bears. And those dozen or so strays, still starving, eyes burning with hunger, but under my silent threat. They suppress their hunting and infighting instincts. With that big black bear here, we're safe. Yeah, those white bears won't dare come close.
Hope we stay safe. Barrett. Can't beat that. Black bear. They're scattered at the far end of the iceberg, lying down in the wind and snow.
Letting the snow cover them.
Entering near hibernation to save energy on this ice block of few square kilometers. Dad and Mom are nestled quietly against my huge black body. Dad's breathing, no longer that ragged, bellows-like rasp, has grown steady and long. He presses his huge, ice-crusted white head tight against my hind leg. He's an old bear, obsolete in this new era. He doesn't get climate change or plate tectonics in his mind. As long as he leans on this black mountain of endless heat, there's always a way to survive, always a peaceful sleep. Son, wife, I'll protect you.
Look at your dad. Even in his dreams, he is protecting us. Yeah, Dad.
Now is my turn to protect you. Mom rests her chin on Dad's neck.
Gazing calmly into the snowy wind ahead.
That is the unique resilience and composure. I'll pull a mark who's water like thunderstorms. I look away, facing my gaze ahead, where the iceberg sails. There lies endless darkness, the unfathomable heart of the Arctic Ocean, and a new era of extreme climate and endless unknowns. Son, where do we go now? I don't know. But wherever we go,
our family will be together. Yeah, together.
As long as we're together, there is nothing to fear. Best human memories.
The concrete jungle, the 9-to-5 grind, the online bus, and anxiety in this moment
are blown away by the polar wind. I am a black bear, and the king of the ice chosen by this age. The polar wind is a mournful elegy, echoing between glaciers and waves, as if bidding farewell to the old white-ruled ice fields. Facing wind and snow, I slowly lower myself atop this giant iceberg. Lying down, snowflakes of the polar night drift down, dusting my pure black fur. With a mottled pallor, from a distance, I look like an ordinary white bear. blending into this world of ice and snow, this giant ark, carrying the last life of the ice, carrying Yield and Weak, carrying the remnants in this dark polar night, silently sails into the depths of the ocean.